4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
And welcome to my show. My name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. This is where you come to get the truth. The market is down again today, and especially your favorite tech stocks. And remember what I told you last week? I said, for you people who are addicted to these big tech stocks, you got to watch the cues. You keep asking, when do you think the market's going to crash? You keep asking, what do you think the big tech stocks are going to do? Those are the two questions. What are the big tech stocks going to do? What's Microsoft going to do? What's Apple going to do? I can't go to the supermarket, car wash, or someone asks me, say, Phil, what's Tesla going to do? What's Apple going to do? What's Microsoft going to do? Everybody's in them. I don't blame them. Everybody's addicted to them. It's amazing. And the other thing that's driving me crazy, that gets me grumpy, I am so sick of hearing about the CDC with mask. CDC and the mask. But even before that, all we heard is the Wuhan lab. The Wuhan lab. And the Chinese. Did one hung low in the Communist Army, did they cause this virus? Every time you put on your TV, your radio, that's all you heard. Wuhan lab. We're going to have our guest on now. He's an expert on the Wuhan lab. Wuhan lab. My God. It sounded like a Chinese meal. I had no interest in eating. Wuhan. I don't want no Wuhan. CDC. Now it's the CDC. Do we wear a mask? Do we wear a... You know why they're doing this? To distract us. They always distract us from what they're doing. From their monetary policies to screw us. Look how they screwed the savers in this country. Savers used to get 5%, 6%, no more. They get almost nothing. They punish them. Their savings account now is the stock market. And that was the monetary policy, to turn it into their savings would go into the stock market where they'd be taking risk. And Cash and Carry over here, what a liar he is.
Well, I reject the thesis. I actually don't.
You reject my thesis? Well, what do you got to say?
Well, I reject the thesis.
Yeah,
I actually don't think it's been the Fed's monetary policy that has led to these vulnerabilities. I think it's been incomplete regulatory policy that has led to these vulnerabilities.
Yeah, incomplete regulatory policy. That's what we need. More regulatory policies. Remember when Obama took over? He put in 244 new regulatory policies. That's all we need. That's a bunch of nonsense. We are in this situation now because of the monetary policies. To screw Main Street, to make Wall Street richer, provide them with cheap money. It's unbelievable. Remember, these are monetary policies of our owners who control the Federal Reserve, who control the Congress. And one of the things they came up with after 9/11 let's turn the stock market into one big savings account, right? Even before that, remember, they made a decision. Their monetary policy was, let's stop with this manufacturing economy and giving all these people pensions. We don't want to give these people pensions. We can't make a lot of money when we're giving people pensions. Of course they're making a lot of money. You made more money when you gave people with pension than companies give people 401ks, because 401ks really suck, and most people don't participate in a 401k. Remember, a pension was a good deal. A pension was, look, the owner would say to the worker, look, I need you to make the best umbrellas ever and to make sure my price is competitive. And I'll give you a lifetime guarantee that your income and the lifestyle you became accustomed to while working, you'll have that same exact lifestyle and better when you retire. So that's my deal with you. All you got to do is promise me that you'll make good products and try to make those products good value, but try to drive those prices down so we can compete. And that's how America was a great country, because that was a beautiful relationship. Of course, you had to bring in the labor, because the greedy people on Wall Street and the corporations, they would always cheat. But when you gave people the incentive to work and make money, have a good standard of living, go from a house with one-car garage with one car to 2 cars with a 2-car garage, when you give people an incentive, they work. People want to work. But that's all been destroyed. The other day, it was Sunday. So I go for a walk, and there's a park right near my condominium, beautiful park. And all of a sudden I see all these homeless people. And I see this truck. And the truck's got on the side of it, Paradise of Feeding. Something like that. Paradise, Sarasota, Paradise of Feeding. What the hell is this? And they got people all over the place. All over the place. All these homeless. Some of them were lifting weights. Yeah, lifting weights. I mean, you're talking about people who can work, who are healthy. I'm not talking about the people who need help. The people who need mental help and who need doctors. I'm not talking about those people. This is a generous country. We'll take care of those people. I'm talking about the guy who knows the system. Now think about it. So I go to the guy in this dumpy truck that's got on the side of it, Paradise, Sarasota, Paradise Eating. I said, let me ask you a question. Why are you doing this? He said, well, we just go where the people are feeding. I said, no, you don't. I saw on your website, you listed every Sunday at 2 o'clock, be here, we'll feed you. And I said, look at these people. Why aren't you getting them a job? Why are you giving them a handout? Give them a hand up, not a hand out. In a time that people can't find employees, these people could get a job. I'm not talking about those who are mentally ill. I'm not talking about the people who are sick. There was probably 50 of them. And I say out of the 50, there's probably 3 or 4, let's say even 10, who needed help, really help. And I said to him, why aren't you helping these people, the people who need the help? Why are you giving them food? Why are you disincentivizing them to work? That's what you're doing. What, to make yourself feel better? Because most people like you, that's why you do this. And right down the street is the best Salvation Army in Florida. 1 block down, or 2 blocks down, Salvation Army. They get the best food, and you don't know what they're feeding them. These are people who feel terrible about themselves. These are people, this Paradise Feeding, whatever, these are people that they don't feel good about themselves. So this is what they have to do. But put that aside. My point is, when a time that we have, where people are begging, restaurants here on Main Street, begging for people to work, they're giving them handouts. Something's wrong with this. Why are you giving healthy, big strapping, healthy guys who are lifting weights, and you go up with a box of food and hand it to them. What are you, nuts? This country's going nuts. Be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, tonight at 6 o'clock, I'll be posting on my YouTube channel the uncovering of the stock market crash. Or the unfolding of the stock market crash. Go to my YouTube channel. It's a great piece because I take every week, and I've been doing this every week now for, almost 6 months. Every week, I review the week, and I tell you exactly why we're getting closer and closer to the crash. I'm trying to help those people that are not gang members, so you're not going to be surprised. You'll be prepared. However, I wish you would join the gang, at least try it for 10 days free, where you're going to learn how to identify in advance that the market is going to crater. And also you're going to learn how to make money when the market goes down rather than calling your broker in panic. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I tell you, oh, you're all right. Just stay in. Just buy on the pullback. Buy on the pullback. No. Before 2008, the idea behind the stock market was to raise money for companies. That was the idea for the stock market, to raise money for companies, startups, everything else. And then the idea was anyone could own part of a company. They could buy a share or two or whatever. And people would benefit from that company's success. And then they'd buy more shares. Then somebody else would look and say, oh God, I'm going to buy some shares too. That's the purity of the stock market, is to raise money for companies. And here's the other thing. Do you know the market is forward-looking? What's happening now is the economy is not reflective of what's going on. If you look at any stock price today, it doesn't reflect what's going on today. It doesn't reflect what's going on today. My God, if the stock price is supposed to reflect what's going on today, the stock market is 40% overpriced. 40% because of all this printing and printing and printing and printing of money and sticking the money into the stock market. Everything goes into the stock market. It wasn't supposed to be that way. Today, everything goes to the stock market. Every bit of printed money, every bit of savings is shifted to the stock market, away from Main Street, away from business investment. CEOs no longer take their money and plow it back into their companies to increase productivity, to increase your wages, so they increase spending, to have a better way of life, higher standard of living. Those days are gone. These gangsters who control the Federal Reserve in conjunction with the Congress are destroying our economy from within. All they care about is getting the stock prices higher and higher, and they do not care how big the bubble is. And if you know what you're doing, then you should be right in this rally. You should have been in this rally right from 2008. You should have been in the rally since 2013. You should have been in the rally. If you want to talk about a rally, after the market collapsed on February 2020, and it dropped 31%, faster than any other market that had a crash. And then it turned around from March of 2020 to, let's say, June of 2021. It goes up 113%, all on the wrong reasons. It wasn't going up because companies had good fundamentals, for God's sakes. They've thrown fundamentals out. Nobody cares about fundamentals anymore. They could care less. They could care less about profit margins. When you bought a company, when you investigate, you're going to buy a stock, a share. The first thing you want to find out how effective management is, i.e. return on assets, return on equity. How good are they getting returns on our assets? How good are they getting return on our equity? That's what you look for. That's what you would the first thing you would go and check out the management team. And then you'd also check out the profit margins. What are their profit margins? What's the price to book? What's the price to sales? Most important, operating margins. Free cash flow, key. Free cash flow is key. You check that out. And then how do we get the price of the stock? We used to get the price of the stock, or we would determine a price of a stock, one share. How would we determine that? Well, it used to be by a free market process of bidding. Investors would bid against each other. Soon, they would, between the two of them, soon the bidding would stop, and there you go, price discovery. They discovered a price. What a beautiful thing. This was the stock, this was free, what a way of doing this. This was a wonderful thing. Wonderful. But then it all changed. It all changed after 9/11. After 9/11, all started to change. Remember, the price of a stock or the market as a whole is based on how well the economy is going forward. Now, you always look at the market as it's forward-looking. If you buy a stock today and it's $80, you're saying, well, that's what the price is going to be worth down the road. It's going to be worth even more than that. When you look at the price of a stock today at 80, that doesn't mean that that's what that price is, that stock is worth today. If you took in consideration what's going on in the economy and everything, that stock would go down to $40. But it's priced at $80 based on looking forward, that they think it's going to be even more than $80. And there lies the problem. All these prices have been jammed up so fast, so hard, with all this money printing and low rates. These stocks that should be at 80 right now are sitting here on 60. This is the most oversold market in the world. But you could take advantage of that if you knew when to get out. 85% of you don't know when to get out. 85% of you lose money because you don't know when to get out. We're a forward-looking, the market's forward-looking. Remember that. So when you look at a stock and you look at the price today, it doesn't reflect what the economy is doing today. That price reflects what you think it's going to do in the future, and you hope it even goes up more. But they don't care about that anymore. They threw that out too. They threw out price discovery. Prices aren't set anymore by you and I bidding against each other. It's not set. It's set by a computer. It's set by a computer. They put it where they want to put it. I'll talk more about this when I get back. Join my gang, 10 days free, and get my color-coded chart. Help St. Jude.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you what to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The unfolding of a market crash. If you don't think the stock market's going to crash, then you got to be nuts. This is going to be one of the biggest crashes ever. Just because they're stimulating the economy, they're plugging money in, keep driving up the debt. No, the market is going to crash. I bring you evidence every Friday on my YouTube channel. I review the week and tell you why we're getting closer to crash, so don't miss it. It's free for everyone. Go to my YouTube channel, Phil's Gang YouTube channel. That's right. Go to my YouTube channel and also listen to my show on my YouTube channel. Look, if you go to the channel, it's free. At least you can follow us because we're going to be right. You take the last 4 crashes, and you can ask any of my members who were with me at that time. I was able to nail each one of those before the market crashed. And today with our technology, our color-coded technology, on our chart, nobody else has it because it's patent. If you're in a stock and all of a sudden, what makes a stock go down is when the institutions pull their money out. They start pulling it out, and they do it slowly. My chart will turn yellow. My chart, no matter what stock you're in, it'll turn yellow. That gives you a heads up. Sometimes its heads up is a week. Sometimes it could be a day. But at least it gives you a heads up. It gives you a call to action. Call to action. Do you get that with your 401k? No. Remember, 401ks are a scam. If 401ks were doing so great, why do we have a retirement crisis? Would someone tell me? Why would we have? 401ks are rotten to the core. Because of 401ks, we have a retirement crisis. Just a 1% hidden fee, and they have 27 of them. Everybody gets hit with at least 1%. A 1% fee you know nothing about. Matter of fact, they just took a survey. I think it was 66% of the people with the 401k didn't even know they had any fees. There's 27 hidden fees. Just take all those together, and let's be really, really cautious. Let's say you're being charged 1% throughout your whole 401k from the day you start working for the company to the day you retire and you cash in. Just say they screwed you by 1%. And let me tell you, it's much more than 1%, but let's use the 1%. Do you know you're sitting there, let's say you have $1 million. You say, wait a minute, I'm short, something must be wrong. I'm short about $350,000. Where's my Oh, I'm sorry, that was a fee. That's a fee. Well, where was the fee? I didn't see the fee. It's a fee. We charge you fees for our parties. We charge you fees for our telephone. We charge you fees for our rental. We don't pay anything. No, the company doesn't pay anything. Isn't that amazing? And people don't even know it. But I want to get back to the stock market is still the best place in the world to make money. The problem is they changed the rules. But you want to know something? Because they changed the rules, it's better for us. It's better for the professional. It's better for the person who knows what they're doing. Can you imagine? I've been doing this for 51 years. I remember I used to have to sit at my table at night for hours and go through all the stock reports and information, try to find out their margins, their free cash flow. I mean, I had to compare it to other countries. Today, you don't have to do that. With today's technology, especially my technology, it tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add to your position, when to run like hell, when to sell short, and every day we post our portfolio for our members. It's our member portfolio. These are the stocks they're in every day. Here, listen. And Steve, who's the head of our education department, tells them what to do with each stock. Here's Caterpillar. Here's what he said about Caterpillar today. Just one of our stocks.
Caterpillar reported earnings this morning, and it dropped down into our favor again. So we're going to go ahead and add to our scout short now, and we're going to put it...
And he goes on and explains what you got to do, even if you don't want to come to a class. I know a lot of you say, I don't want to learn. I've already been through college. I'm sick of learning. This is good for you. You can't take 10 minutes? Oh, I got my money with my 401k because they match me. They match me. They don't match you. Whatever they match you, you lose. You lose with hidden fees. I could sit here on my head. I could scream for an hour. No one's going to pay attention because they, you know what? Everybody, what a con job. What a magnificent marketing job that was. Imagine putting a product together and then saying, I'm going to match you with every dollar you put in, and people believe it. Just like they believe a 401k, they think a 401k is a pension. 401k is not a pension. They took the pensions away from you. Then they took your savings away from you and then they made up ETFs. They tricked everybody into changing the S&P into a savings account. They didn't want people saving anymore. They want all that money to go into the stock market. Just like every bit of money they print, it goes one place. It goes to the financials. The whole game is keep pushing up the market. That's why I'm saying this is a better time. I hope they don't go back to being honest, because it's the easier way to make money. You just sit back, You know they're going to keep pushing up the big tech stocks. You watch the yields. The yields start dropping. You know which tech stocks to get in. If the yields go up, you switch and you buy the banks. Or if you want to do more than that, you can go and buy healthcare if you want, or you can go, if the yields are going up, you can buy airlines, you can buy the casinos if you want. You have choices. But don't misunderstand what's going on. This market is so overblown. The prices are crazy. You remember, the stock market, it was a wonderful place because it's a place where you go raise money. And it was a wonderful place to loan money to go buy a share of stock. That all changed after 9/11. So one thing we do know, the market is still forward-looking. The stock price you see today does not reflect what's going on today. Please remember that. Example, take Microsoft. In 1986, we bought Microsoft, it was $21 in 1986, right? A lot of people bought it then. It wasn't worth $21. It wasn't worth $21. It didn't reflect what was going on that day or that week. It was looking forward. So today, Microsoft went from $21, it went up 1,250% to $284. Tesla, August 20, 2011. A lot of people bought Tesla. It was $4.30. But Tesla that day was not worth $4.30. You're buying, looking out the future. And now the future keeps going on. And today it's up to $697, or $697. And that's up, I think, what's that? It's up 697%. What am I talking about? It's up 697%. Let me check that. I think that one's wrong. But we got in around 430. It's up to 697. I have to check what percentage that is. But my God, both Microsoft and Tesla, if you bought them back in 86, Microsoft, and Tesla 2011, because it's forward-looking, look at the gains you had. So 16,000% on Tesla, 1,250% on Microsoft. So Microsoft went from $21 to $284. That's $1,250 gain. And Tesla went from $4.30 in 2011 to today, $697, up 16,000%. Because see, the market's forward-looking. Now, what they did is the people on Main Street, our owners who control everything, our owners, they control Congress, they control everything. Everything.
You have owners. They own you.
That's right. They own you. They own Congress. They own everybody. And they own the market. You just got to know when to get out. I think that's a pretty good deal. Everything's geared to go up. Just learn to know when to get out. That's what we teach. Be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable. African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable. Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And go to my YouTube channel tonight. It'll be posted at 6 o'clock, the unfolding of the market crash. We've gotten a lot of great reviews on it because it's you don't have to pay for it. And for anybody who's not a gang member, you just go there every Friday. I do a recap of the market for all week and explain to you at the end why the market's getting closer to a crash. So anyone who's not a gang member, okay, at least you won't get hurt. You'll know in advance, okay, when the crash is going to happen. With today's technology, for heaven's sakes. And just like I said a moment ago, our technology, nobody else has, is patent, that when you're in a stock, if it's going to start going back down, it will turn yellow and give you a warning. Look, the stock market changed. After 9/11, remember what Baby Bush did? He created a monster. He went in, printed all this money, got rates down to zero, and he sold houses to everybody. Okay, sold houses to everybody, subprime credit. People didn't have to verify their income. They could pick their own payment. But it made a super opportunity to sell short when the market started to crash. So my members weren't losing money on the crash. They were making money on the crash because they were prepared. Same thing with the housing crash. and financial crash. Okay? And then, I mean, same with we've had two major crashes right now. If you take the one that happened in 2008, and then you take the one that happened just February 2020, when everything froze up, and nobody would tell you the truth what happened. Everybody's, oh, that's pandemic. That's the pandemic. That's why the market went down. That's a total lie. Oh, sure, it contributed, but that's not why the market went down. The junk bond market froze up. Corporations were in deep trouble, had the biggest debt ever, biggest historic debt, corporate debt. So no longer could they go to the junk bond market, and borrow money. That froze up. And then the banks were providing these shadow banks, which they own, providing these shadow banks with money, cheap money, 0%, to fund all these corporations. And they started to go belly up. They froze up. That's right. They froze up. So you had the shadow banks freezing up, and now you had the junk bond market freezing up, and then you had problems with all the other banks. All the other banks. So that's what happened, and nobody told you that, and that was in March or February of 2020. And then when it went down 33%, they had to do something. So what did they do? Instead of let us go into recession again, they popped it back up. They flooded the zone with money, they call it.
Federal Reserve lent $500 billion to securities dealers, $500 billion to foreign central banks, bought $2 trillion of treasury securities, another $1 trillion of mortgage-backed securities. It flooded the zone.
So what they did is in March, they flooded it with that, plus then they flooded the market with $6.5 trillion between Trump and Trump and Biden giving all this money away free, and it moved the market up 113%, and people are sitting there thinking this market's terrific. And Kudlow and the rest of them on the fake Business News Network, they're telling you how terrific it is. What they should be saying, boy, we did terrific in this last rally because of all the QE, because of all the money our owners funneled into the market so it wouldn't go down. We made a ton of money, but now we're always going to be prepared for the crash because there's no way it can't crash. Because remember, the market did not go up based on good earnings. The market went up on just printing money. They didn't have good earnings. They didn't have good operating margins. They didn't have good price to book or price to sales. They didn't have good profit margins. They didn't have good returns on their assets or good returns on equity. Okay, they didn't have effective management. It all went up because they took all that money.
Federal Reserve lent $500 billion to securities dealers, $500 billion to.
And they went on and on. That's what pushed the market up. So what you got to worry about is, when's it going to come down? Because it's going to come down. There's no choice because it didn't go up on fundamentals. But in the meantime, if you were with us, you could have made all that money. But the nice thing being with us, in the color-coded chart we have, every day we start here at 4 o'clock in the morning, we start watching all the bond markets around the world, and we know enough to follow the bond market. It gives you the clue when the market's going to crash, because right now, the bond market went from 172 basis points, and today they went down to 118 basis points last week. And on 118 basis points, the tech stocks should have went up big time, making new highs. It didn't. And then the next day, when the yields went from 118 up to 130, they were trying to push the banks up, and the banks didn't go up. So somebody's sitting there with a lever saying, okay, we're going to push up the big tech stocks now. Let me take the lever, and I'm going to pull back on the lever so that the yields drop from 130 down to 118. And, what's going on? Is my lever broke? The tech stocks aren't going up. All right, let's switch. Now we're going to push up the bank stocks. So let's push from 118 basis points, let's put it right back up to 128 basis points. Boy, those bank stocks should take off. They didn't take off. And I came on the air and I warned everybody. I said, look, all you got to do is watch the cues. And if the Qs, that's the NASDAQ 100, if they can't stay above 365 bucks, can't stay above 365 for a good solid week with average or better than average volume, it's not going to hold. So make sure you're not buying more Microsoft. Make sure you're not buying more Apple. I mean, I warned my members. I warned you on the air here. I said, please, if it doesn't hold, don't go out and buy more Apple. Don't go out and buy more Tesla. Don't go out and buy more Facebook or anything. And guess what happened? I was right. And it didn't hold. And here we are going into Friday. We're underneath that 365. But worse than being under the 365, the volume is horrible. That means there's no energy. So please, I'm begging you, if you're addicted to these tech stocks, especially Apple and Microsoft and Facebook and Google and Amazon and Tesla, if you're addicted to those, okay, and those stocks are sticking out of your arm, okay, please go to Google. I mean, put up the Qs and make sure it's at 364 right now. You want that market on Monday or Tuesday to get well above 365. You want to get about 367, okay, or even 370, and volume's got to be double what it is now. If that doesn't happen, market's going down. And here's the problem. If they keep pushing the yields lower like they've been doing all week, and these techs still aren't going up, that's bad. Because as they've been pushing these yields from 130, I think we're down today. What's it down to? Where's the low today? And we went from 130 down to 123. They still can't push those tech stocks up. They should be flying. They should be flying. That means something's wrong. Well, we know it's wrong. It's overpriced. Always remember, look, there's no reason you can't make money in the stock market. Everybody makes it more complicated than it is. For 10 days, we'll show you a way. It's not hard. All you do is sign up for my Working Investor group. And then all you do, can't you do this? At 2 in the afternoon, Steve posts our portfolio, all our stocks. We tell you exactly what we're doing with each stock. How can you go wrong? And watch it for 10 days. Don't use your money. Just use it on paper and see the results you get in 10 days. There's nothing easier than that. And for all you folks who love these big tech stocks, they're going to start turning around and they're going to start switching, trying to get you to buy the bank stocks. You watch next week. They're going to be pushing the bank stocks. Same situation. If the yields don't get above 130 and hold, don't buy the bank stock. See, you just need somebody to tell you what to do. Does anybody tell you that in your 401k, what to do? Hell no. Your 401k, you know what? They won't even give you they don't even offer you, I bet you your company doesn't even offer you any kind of standardized investment education program, do they? No, because they don't want you to know anything. They don't want you to know anything. All right. Look, listen to tonight. We'll post it at 6 o'clock Eastern Time and the unfolding of the market crash. And please go to my site, philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days. And if you make money, please help St. Jude. It's all about St. Jude. Hey, have a great weekend. See you on Monday.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.